California! Save CEQA! Stand up, Rivas! Save California! Save CEQA! Stand up, Rivas! Save California! Save CEQA!
I think we're shocked at the attempt of the California legislature and Governor Newsom to do away with all of the protections that CEQA has afforded us for decades. To blame, housing issues on CEQA is really misleading. And so I think we need more discussion. We could move this to August, for example, budget hearings then, and have more input and have a more reasonable solution to this issue. Less, because he has 12 working days from June 15th to have the budget approved. Dr. Solorio, I'm a retired physician, and I'm president of Protect Monterey County. So we're here today in front of Speaker Rivas District office in Salinas, California, to show our concern about what's going on at the Capitol right now regarding the California Environmental Quality Act. So CEQA has been around for decades and has helped to protect really threatened habitats and plants, people, from pollution, from runaway developments, and that all of these things, the governor feels that gutting CEQA will allow for more housing, but there has been no language in Senator Wiener's Bill 607 that assures that any of the housing built would be affordable or for people with lower incomes. So I'm not really sure how that's going to help the housing crisis, where in Salinas, a very modest size house can go for $4,000 a month in rent. So we're really concerned that the governor is using CEQA as the scapegoat for California's housing issues. When really there are many factors that affect that. So we were asking Speaker Rivas to help defend CEQA, to support it and to support the language of CEQA, so that we can continue with our 30 by 30 initiative, which is to protect 30% of the land by 1930. And this is during a time when Trump has unleashed, mayhem into the environment. We're in the middle of a climate crisis, and he wants to burn more coal, increase oil and gas production at a time when we really need to think about future generations and the environment. So in that climate, we're gutting CEQA as an excuse to increase housing. So let's really address the housing issue separate to CEQA, and let's continue to protect our environment. Senator Wiener's bill, SB 607, has now become part of the budget process. So that takes it out of the legislature and into back rooms for how to create the language of this approach to gut CEQA, so that we don't even have our elected legislators' input or the public's. So really, this bill should continue to go through the legislature, to have input from concerned constituents within the state, organizations from all that represent all types of interests in the state, so that including the building trade, so that we can, come up with a solution on how to improve the housing situation in California.
California! Save CEQA! Stand up, Rivas! Save California! Save CEQA! Stand up, Rivas! Save California! Save CEQA!
I'm Dr. Solorio, President of Protect Monterey County. Governor Newsom calls CEQA outdated, even though California is in one of the world's 36 biodiversity hotspots and is home to more than 6,000 types of native plants. Habitat loss continues to be the top threat to California native plants. Nearly 1 in 4 of all threatened animal and plant species in this country live in California. In Monterey County, the red-legged frog and tiger salamander are endangered. Why is the governor supporting 30 by 30 initiative to protect 30% of the land in California by 1930 if he opposes CEQA? I strongly oppose SB 607. I understand that this bill has been turned into a budget trailer language that could be approved as soon as this Friday. This must not happen, as more time is desperately needed for the public to learn more about and to weigh in on this piece of harmful legislation. SB 607, now a trailer bill, would fundamentally erode the California Environmental Quality Act, CEQA, during a time of unprecedented rollback of environmental protections at the federal level. I support CEQA.
Save CEQA! Save CEQA! Save CEQA!
Hi, my name is Andy Shaw. I'm one of the members of Protect San Benito. We in this region, Monterey County, San Benito County, and Santa Cruz County, have long championed a livable environment, protecting the environment. It's one of the highest values of the people in these three counties. We've passed initiatives that stop fracking. We've worked to protect open space. And so that is the value of our county, the values of our county. And our representatives should champion those issues. They should make sure that they defend CEQA, which has long been one of the few tools that people have had to protect the environment, to protect workers' health and work in projects around, and for the long-term future of both their health and our economy. And right now on the national level, as Dr. Solorio pointed out, there are unprecedented attacks by the Trump administration to take away all protections of the environment. We have a federal government that doesn't even recognize that climate change exists. And so without CEQA as a tool for the communities to defend themselves, to protect them from environmental injustice, we just don't have the tools to do what we need to do. So we expect elected representatives like Robert Rivas and others to stand up to protect the foundation of the ability to actually hold back corporations that have less of a concern about the health, the safety, and the environment of the people of our region.
Stand up, Rivas! Save California! Save CEQA! Stand up, Rivas! Save California! Save CEQA! Stand up, Rivas! Save California! Save CEQA!
Robert Rivas' office, as he is the Speaker of the House, he is our representative, he's the Speaker of the Assembly, and he is our representative. It's very clear in recent years that California legislature has established a regulatory system that is primarily empowers landowners, lenders, and significant stakeholders in the real estate industry. It's very clear that this is the final linchpin in that, eliminating any obstacles for developers, real estate, or anybody to do what they want to do. It disempowers our local communities. It actually hurts our communities, especially our most vulnerable communities. Thank you.
Save CEQA!
The California Environmental Quality Act
is one of our primary tools in California to protect local nature, open space, farmland, and our environment. It is also one of the primary tools that allows public input when these places, these open spaces, are being threatened. It is essential that if these laws are going to be altered in any way, that the public has an opportunity for input and an opportunity to give feedback to our elected officials about what these changes should look like. We should protect CEQA. We should not make these changes in backroom deals, in the dark, for an expedited budget project. Thank you so much.
Save CEQA!
This is an attack on our home. And if our government will not stand up for our home, for our land, and for our people, if they will not stand up for us, if they will not stand up for California, and California will stand up for itself, the people will stand up for ourselves. We, the people, will stand up for ourselves if our government fails us. We have the recall, we have the referendum, and we have the popular ballot initiative, and we will take care of the problem ourselves if our government will not take care of it for us. We can indeed affect change. If our leadership will not, if our leadership fails,